Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Last of Us. We are escaping the quarantine zone, and the military's after us because, well, we killed two of them. At least two of them. Pretty sure just the two. Because Ellie is infected. Yeah. Of all the twists in the game, probably one of the more predictable ones, but still. Like, what? Whoa. Also, everybody turns within 2 days, and her infection is apparently 3 weeks old. What's going on? Did Marlene set us up? We don't know. We're trying to figure that out. But right now, we're just trying to survive. So, without any further ado, let's get back to escaping, alright?
Think we can squeeze through here.
Charlie Squad, report.
Shit. I got more soldiers.
Target's still on the loose, sir. Break off pursuit and report back to Sector 11.
I don't think they see us.
Acknowledge. Get to your vehicle.
Stay in the shadows.
So one thing I'm sure you know about me is that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so when it comes to encounters like the one at the end of last episode, I gotta go through it perfectly. I don't generally like having mistakes.
Are we safe?
No, they're still around. Look, take a moment to catch your breath. Joel, see if there's anything we can use in here.
Sure thing, boss.
Yeah, this is the kind of game where resources are scarce and far between. I guess few and far between would be the actual phrase. So yeah, when you get resources like this, or when you have a place with resources like this, you take them.
Tess, up through here through this pipe. I think we can make it through here.
Stay very close, Ellie.
Okay.
Whoa, hang on now. Jesus.
Gather up. I'm calling us back. We're going to the wall. You heard the man. Roll it out. Let's go.
Come on. All right, there you go.
Look, what was the plan? Let's say that we deliver you to the Fireflies. What then?
Marlene, she said that they have their own little quarantine zone with doctors there still trying to find a cure.
Yeah, we've heard that before, huh, Tess?
And that whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
Me neither. Tess, what the hell are we doing here?
What if it's true?
I can't...
What if, Joel? I mean, we've come this far. Let's just finish it.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
I get it. This way. If we cut through downtown, we can hit the Capitol building by sunrise.
We hope.
I believe I pointed out this skyscraper leaning on a skyscraper back in episode 2. We are now obviously much closer to it. And that's one of the cool things about this game and how they design it. Is that there is a sense of consistency like that.
Holy moly. I guess this is what these buildings look like up close. They're so damn tall. So what happened here?
They bombed the hell out of the surrounding areas to the quarantine zones, hoping to kill as much of the infected as possible. It worked for a little while.
I'm also going to take this opportunity to point out that we actually haven't seen that much in the way of the infected. They've already got us absolutely shit terrified of them. Brilliant. There's a document there. Evacuation leaflet. FEDRA warning. There's a bunch of bombs. Warning, the area immediately outside the Boston quarantine zone will be subjected to saturation bombing in the next 48 hours to eliminate any threat of infected. All residents of this area have until 48 hours from this notice's posting to evacuate the Boston city limits. No one will be allowed into the quarantine zone. We are not accepting new residents at this time. There will be no further warnings. For your own safety, you must clear the area. That's harsh. I was going to take a moment to just kind of point out something amazing. Is look how soaked his clothes look. I know it's a minor thing, and a lot of games nowadays do it, but dang.
What the hell was that?
Tess, you hear that?
Yeah. Sounded pretty far away, though.
Are we safe?
For now. Come on.
Damn, it's quite a drop.
Oh, there's the Capitol building.
Yeah. We need to get around this mess.
This is the downtown area?
It was. Now it's a giant wasteland.
So I guess we need to head towards the Capitol building. But something tells me I can't go this way. Might be the giant drop. Apparently that's the long way around.
Over here.
We are now in between those two skyscrapers. Looks like the Goldstone Building, the Oldstone Building, the Coalstone Building, something along those lines. I imagine the residents of Boston will know what that building is. But I am not a resident of Boston, so I do not.
You find anything over there?
No.
Keep looking. You just stay close to her for now.
Yeah, well, I found something shiny. I could have shot it like I did the first one that was in a tree. But bullets are precious, and bricks not so much. Firefly Pendant. Joseph Lentz. Looks like 000113. Same description as always.
Hey, Tess?
Coming.
Well, that's pleasant.
He's been ripped apart. Body's pretty fresh. Yeah, it might be. Let's not stick around.
I'm not going down there. Or down there. I agree with that assessment. And there's a document. Field Ops Log. M254E Field Operations Log, 1808, arrived grid 2438A, negative contact at LZ, moving patrol west towards city center, 2100, negative contact, 2218, negative fucking contact, 2312, Private Atwater reports visual sound contact, stage 2 cordyceps infected near collapsed office building, moving to investigate. 2340, multiple infected contacts, Privates Atwater, Shah, Coolidge, KIA. Overrun, fell back to building interior, awaiting evac. Looks like 4 people killed.
So these guys died waiting for backup.
Goldstone. That's what it means. How far up do we want to go? Well, looks like we can't go into level 6. Tape is full, apparently. Tess, get out of the way. Oh, I can craft shivs. Sweet. It takes blade and binding. There we go. And I have 3 shivs, which also frees up space for me to grab some tape. Or binding, I guess, as the case may be. I guess it's level 5 we want.
God damn it. Clicker.
What's wrong with its face?
That's what years of infection will do to you.
So what, are they...
Sort of. They see using sound.
like bats?
Like bats. If you hear one clicking, you gotta hide. That's how they spot you.
And that, I think, is a very interesting concept. The idea of them... Because the fungus is basically growing out of their head, so the fact that they use basically sonar to locate is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Let's not drop off the edge here.
Whole building feels like it's about to fall apart.
Supplements boost your survival skills.
Watch your head.
I love how the water pools here, because the building is tilted over.
Really cool. Everything is totally cool.
So one thing that I think is really cool, I don't know if you... I'm going to try and include it in the editing, but I'm not sure how well it's going to translate because I haven't actually done any editing yet. By the time I record this, sounds like the shaking of the flashlight to jar the battery, or the clicking the flashlight on and off, are actually coming out of the speaker in the controller. Like there's a speaker right here, not coming out of the TV, so it kind of gives you a sense of intimacy. Now, one thing that is kind of subtle to notice, you may notice that the blade and the binding, they're in a circle, but the blade is 3/4 black, like from, if it was a clock, from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock is black, and then from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock is gray. So the gray is actually what you want. This is actually a 1/4 blade, and then this is actually a 3/4 binding. You can carry up to 3 of each thing at a time, I believe. And so sometimes you need more than one pickup to get one.
Give me a hand with this. Thanks.
You alright?
It's nothing.
Let's search for supplies.
Shit. Oh, that was intense.
And that is our first clicker. They went that way, but I want to go this way.
Let's get the hell out of here. Oh boy.
This is apparently the way we're supposed to go, so I'm going to go back
Up
this.
there.
I'm going to go back this way first. Use shiv to open door. Ah, no, this is one of the other collectibles. Some doors are locked and can only be opened with a shiv. So shivs are kind of like an all-purpose tool. Not only do they offer a kind of an instant stealth kill, but they also unlock some of these otherwise unopenable doors. So you always want to make sure you have a shiv around. Which does use up a shiv, by the way. So we got some blade, we got some blade, got some parts, some tape, which is currently full, some supplements, but since I used a shiv to open the door, I'm going to craft a shiv, which means I am no longer full on tape, or binding, pardon me. So yeah, when you find these shiv doors, you want to go through them because you get 10 supplements, you get binding, you get blade. I got a bottle now. But I prefer a brick. That was another... that was alcohol. Interesting, okay. I knew there was another crafting thing, I just didn't remember what it was. Liquid, water... Turned out to be alcohol. What was that? Looks like it's a rag.
Get me up there. I'll check it out.
Oh, there's a... I didn't notice the body hanging there last time.
Just see if there's a way through.
It's clear. Come on, Ellie.
All right, kid, you're up.
Come on. You got it. Okay. Come on, Bake. Let's go. Clickers?
Shit, go.
think that's it. Ellie, you okay?
Other than shitting my pants, I'm fine.
Let's go.
So there was nowhere safe to stay in that entire room. Health kit! You can now make your own health kits. Requires alcohol and rag. Good to know. I am hurting, so I am going to use the health kit. Ah, no, wrong. And I am now also going to craft a health kit. Because I have both a rag and alcohol. Well, this looks like if I go over, I'm not coming back.
Give me a second. There you go, ladies.
All right. Come on.
The stairwell's blocked. Should we go back up?
This is crazy. Just don't look down.
Are you serious?
Come on, Ellie.
Yeah. Don't look down. Just don't look down.
You're okay. We gotta wait for it.
Yeah, going through the, going along the scaffolding on the outside of a tipped over building, that makes tons of sense. Alright, well, I am going to call an end to the episode there. You know the drill, click over there, and join me next time as we continue to make our way through the Goldstone Building. See you then.